walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Red Raiders offense will start this game off with the football. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Moss.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the back foot so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Morton. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They want to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Levis. Makes the grab. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
At the 22.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. On the run, it's Joyner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
Looking to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Fires left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game, and Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scadaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. Looking left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
No, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead back.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. It's Morton. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th.
And the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I'll throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's McLean. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Moves it down the field. First down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air. It's Morton. Right on target this time. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the 1st down.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Back to throw, it's Morton. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The short hands, it's Virgil. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Eakin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Joyner. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And the Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Moss. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Slings it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He wants it all. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room. Much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Back to pass, it's Morton. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Carter. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's caught. It's Joyner. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in, it's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Offense gets set for second down. got it behind the line. It's Douglas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They want to run this quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to run, it's Joyner. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got a man, it's McClain. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Power football with the run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Makes the grab. It's Tyson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line. Set up with a red zone opportunity. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab, and he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion, good timing, get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Pulled and finds his man on the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a second down play. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Hudson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Joyner. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Eakin. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
The Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And that extra point carries some significance. Now a field goal just ties the game.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 27, Arizona State.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
This one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. Gets it out fast.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.